morning. Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Ranin. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
But your voice is not so clear. Maybe it's okay. Anyhow, once I start the lesson, I will put everyone on mute, so it's okay.
Okay, alright.
How are you doing?
Fine, teacher.
Okay, we will just wait 5 more minutes for just to let everyone enter, and then we will start. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, girls. So good morning. I hope one of you can hear me. So I just need a response because so that I know you all can hear me. Okay. So thank you, Sidra. So hope you all are doing fine. Anyhow, I cannot let you chat or I cannot let you talk to me. I will just give the last 5 minutes if you have any doubt so that you can clear with me. Then I will unmute all the the microphone. Okay. So to start with, let's see. Um, so today is the first day, so I don't want to give anything hard for you after a long gap of 5 months of studying, stopping the studies. So I just took something which is very easy for you girls. So you can see my screen too. Okay, so this is your worksheet. Now in Classera, if you find course content, you can find something like this. There is someone doodling on the screen. Don't do that. Okay. Okay, so now again I'm repeating in Classera under your course content you can find this worksheet. I have uploaded it there, so you can find the same worksheet there. Okay, if you want you can go back and download it. So fine, these are very easy questions. I've given just 8 questions. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you have 2 addition, 2 subtraction, 2 multiplication, and 2 division questions. So the first 4 are easier, right? So let's see how to solve them. Now, if you have a notebook and a pencil with you, it's better as always for math. Now in grade 7 you all are, you must be using a notebook and pencil. Okay, so if you don't have, I'm just giving you 1 minute, go and get and come back fast. Okay, so that now we are going to start with the first question. So I have this thing for you, which will be easy for you as well as me to solve the question. Fine. So the first question was 324,754. We all know how to read this question number, right? 324, the comma stands for 1,000. 754 plus 7,249. So all what you need to do, what's the first thing you need to be doing? The first thing you need to be doing is align or place the numbers according to the place values. So how can you align all numbers according to the place value? First, write the bigger number. So we have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, the thousands, the 10,000s, and the 100,000. Hopefully, you are repeating with me because you girls already know these things. Don't get bored. It's just because the first it's been easy for you. All right. Now, once this is done, once you write the bigger number, what you need to do, align or place the other numbers in the same place value order. Can you place it like this, in this way? Of course not, because how can you, when this 9 are ones, the ones should be under the ones place, so it should be here. When 4 are the tens, so the tens should be under the tens place. So we just align them accordingly. So here we have 9 ones, 4 tens, 200s and 7,000s. So finally, what do we have remaining? We just need to be adding them. So how do you start adding? Do you have start from your right hand side, or sorry, this is the left hand side? Do you start from the left hand side or from your right hand side? You have to start adding from the right hand side, that is the first, the ones place. So how much is 9 plus 4? Of course, you all are big now, you all are in grade 7, so you can do these mentally. You don't need to count 9 plus 1, 10, 11, you don't need to do that. So 4 plus 9 is 13, so 3 down, we carry 1. Then you add all these three numbers together. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 4 is 10. So you put 0 down, carry 1. And then 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So you put 0, carry 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 7 is 12. So we again put the 2 down, carry 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, because here there is nothing, means it's a 0. And then 3 plus nothing is 3. So your answer should be 332,003. This is how you read the number. The number before the comma together, that's 332,003. Okay, now I'm giving you 2 minutes. Even 2 minutes is too much for you girls, so you can just solve number 2 within a minute, and then we will go back and discuss the answers. Write down question number 2, or if you have downloaded the worksheet from Classera, again I'm repeating, or in Classera under the course content, you will find the same worksheet. If you have downloaded, you can just type it in the keyboard, else use your notebook and you to start the work. Okay, so 1 minute, start solving it. Okay, hopefully you all have finished that. It was not at all a difficult one. So let's move on to question number 2 and then start checking the answer. So how do you read this number? As I told you, it is 754. Okay, so let's check. The number you read it as 754,972 plus 200,497. Don't think grade 7 math is this easy. Those who came late, I told already in the beginning, just because it's day 1, we want to even test how this software and internet works. So just because of
Teacher,
that. Yes, dear?
which page?
Which page?
Teacher, hi.
Hi. Which page? This is a worksheet we're doing. You can just copy the question which is shown on the screen and then solve it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so you have 754,972 plus 200,497. So again, align or place the numbers according to the place values. Don't put them here and there. They're not moving anywhere unless they are in their perfect places. Okay, so add them as usual. How you do? 2 plus 7. Don't start adding from this side. It's a big mistake, you know, right? So start adding from the ones place. We have 2 plus 7 is 9. 7 plus 9 is 16. So you put 6 down, carry 1. Again, now you add all the 3. Never forget to add the carried 1. Okay, so 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 4 is 14. 4, carry 4. Sorry, you put the 4, you carry 1. and then 1 plus 4 is 5, 5 plus nothing is 5, then 5 plus 0, which is nothing, is 5, and then 7 plus 2 is 9. So your answer should have been 55,469. All right, so if you have got this answer, you are right. Now let's go back to the question. Now you will be doing the subtraction questions. So you have to find the difference. So we have here 623,000, the comma is for 1,000, 405 minus 39,054. Okay, so I'll show you the first one how to do, and the next one you'll do by yourself as we did before. Now those who came late, I'm repeating again, the same worksheet is found in your Classera account under course material. You can go there and get it downloaded and then solve it. Okay, now this is the question. This is question number 3, 623,405 minus 39,054. All right, now again, what's important here is again the aligning or the placement of the numbers. Instead of like this, you cannot put the 3 under the 100,000s place. Then what will happen to the ones digit? Always you should give a digit to the ones place, right? So this is how you align it. 623,000, because this is in 100,000 now. 405, so this has to be the comma and the comma, and the numbers to the right, left on one side, and the numbers to the right on one side. Now once you have aligned that, in subtraction what you need to be careful is what you are borrowing, where you know when there is a small number up, you cannot subtract it, right? So this is how you have to write down your numbers. Then we have 5 minus 4. As simple as that, it's 1. Right. Now we have 0 and 5. 0 minus 5. How can you do 0 minus 5? 0 is nothing. How can you take 5 from nothing? Right? So what you do, move to the hundreds place. Now here in hundreds place, we have a 4. Right? Now this thing, before I cancel the number. So 4, we have to borrow 1 to the tens place. So then what happens? The 4 becomes a 3 and the 0 becomes a 10 automatically. So 10 minus 5 gives you 5. 3 minus 0 gives you 3. Right. Now moving to the thousands place, we have 3 minus 9. Of course, you cannot take out 9 from 3. 3 is a small number. So what do? You borrow from the 10,000. So in the 10,000s, what's the number you have? You have a 2, right? Now, once you remove one number from 2, what happens is it becomes 1, right? Now, 2 becomes a 1. Let me just cancel that, and the 3 becomes a 13. Now 13 minus 9 gives you how much? 4, right? Now 1, again 1 minus 3 you cannot do, right? You cannot subtract 3 from 1. So what do? Borrow from the hundreds place, which is the 6. Now 6 becomes, when you borrow 1 to 10,000s place, so 6 becomes a 5, right? And the 1 becomes an 11. Okay, so 11 minus 3 gives you 8. 5 minus nothing gives you a 5. So your answer is 584,351. Clear? So I'm giving you 1 minute. Just maybe you have solved it by yourself. So if you have solved this, you can start solving the next question by yourself. I'll just put the next for you. Okay, so this is the question you are going to be solving. I'm giving you a minute. Okay, so start solving and then let's discuss the answer together. Just a minute, because it's not a difficult one. You just need to place these numbers in the correct place value. That's all. So your 1 minute starts now. I think if you have solved, you can comment the answer in the chat box. So I will know how many of you are really solving and how many of you are smiling behind the screen. Okay, good Ghazal and good Raneem. Two of them, I think they are solving. What about Thala and all the seconds? Okay, so Sidra is done too. Okay, Jana is done too. What about the others? It doesn't take much time to solve these questions. All right, so let's go back and check how have you solved the question and what's the answer you have got. Fine. So the question was 567,003 minus 298. Fine. So the most important thing when you add or subtract is 8. Okay. The most important thing is you have to align, you have to place the numbers in the correct place value. If you have placed the numbers under the correct place value, 75% of the answer is going to be right unless you do some careless mistakes in counting the numbers. Okay, so this is how you need to place the numbers. Okay, so 298 is a small number. So you place it under the ones, 8 under the ones, 9 under the tens, and the 2 under the hundreds. Now, let's start subtracting them. You cannot subtract 3 from 8. As I have told before, if there's a small number on top, you cannot subtract. So you cannot do 3 minus 8, right? So what you need to do, you need to borrow it from the tens place. Now, the problem here is that even the tens place is having a 0, right? Now, when there is a 0 in the tens place, what do? You go to the next house, right? You go to the next person. So again, here also it's a 0. The hundreds is also 0. How can anyone give you something when they have nothing, when they are 0? Even you go and ask your friend, give me a pencil, when she herself doesn't have a pencil, how can she give? So what do? You go to the next person. So here we have reached the thousands place. Now 1000 is the first person who is having something here. So what do? From the 7, that is the 7,000, we borrow 1 to the hundreds place, right? So what happens to the 7? The 7 becomes a 6, right? Because 7 gave 1 to the hundreds, 7 becomes a 6. Then what happens to the 0? In fact, 0 becomes a 10, right? Because it borrowed. So 0 becomes a 10. Now, what will the hundreds do keeping this 10? Because you have to give 1 to the tens place. So when 100 gives 1 to the tens place, hundreds becomes 9, because from 10 when you take away 1 it becomes 9, and then it is given to the tens place to make it a 10, right? Now again, 10, you have to give 1 to the ones place because we need to subtract 3 from 8. So what happens to the 10? So 10 becomes, again, automatically it becomes 9, and the 3 becomes a 13. So now 13 minus 8 becomes 5. 9 minus 9 gives you nothing, 0. Then 9 minus 2 is 7, right? 6 minus 0 is 6. Again, 6 minus 0 is 6. 5 minus 0 is 5. How do you read this number? 566,705. Read the number before the comma together. This stands for the 1,000 and 705. Done? Okay, I got only the answers of 3 or 4 girls. Others are not responding. You must comment your answer in the chat box. Okay, moving to the next question. That is a multiplication question. This is this one, 325 multiplied by 59. Okay, now again, you have to multiply. You have to be perfect with your multiplication tables. Hope you have not forgotten the multiplication tables. Fine, so let's see how to solve this question. Okay, so 325 multiplied by 59. So again, placing the numbers are very important. The ones under the ones and the tens under the tens. If there is no tens in hundreds in the other number, leave it empty. But you have to write the number which we are going to multiply. So what's the first step you have to do? All you need to do is start multiplying the ones number with the whole thing up, right? So 9 fives will give you 45. So you put 5 down, carry 4. Right? Fine. 9 multiplied 2 is how much? 18. 18 plus 4 will give you how much? 22. You cannot write all the 22 here. You leave the 2 down and carry 2 up. Right? Then 9 multiplied 3, you multiply the hundreds place. 9 threes are 27. Plus 2 is 29. So we place it right under the place values. Don't put different numbers in different places, okay? Now, what's the next step? Before we multiply, add the magical 0. As we have learned in the class, add the magical 0 before we start multiplying the next number. So you added the 0, then 5 you multiply with the whole number up, right? So, oh, hello. There is sound. Can the other girls hear me? I think everyone can hear me. If Hala only cannot hear, please check the, yes, they can hear me. So Hala, please check maybe the sound is not enough in your tab or laptop, whatever you're using. So check it again, else go back, like exit yourself and come back again. So now let's go back to the lesson. We have 5 fives are 25. So 5 we put under this place. Please girls, again I'm repeating, most important thing when you do division or multiplication is putting the numbers under the correct place. Just imagine, instead of this 5 here, if you put the 5 here, what will happen? It will be difficult for you to add, as well as the answer you're going to get is going to be wrong. So multiply and put them under the correct place. 5 fives are 25. So you put 5 down, carry 2 up. Now I have no place here to put the 2, as you can see. Okay. So 2 plus, so you carry 2. 5 twos are 10 plus, then you multiply 5, multiply 2, 10 plus the remaining 2. How much is 5 multiplied 2 is 10 plus 2 is going to give you 12. So you carry 1 again. Now 5 threes are 15 plus 1 is 16. So we place it here, right? Now all what we have to do is add them. So finally add them. This is why I say put the numbers right under the numbers. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 9 plus 2 is 11. Again 1 here. Carry 1. 2 plus 1, which is the 1 here. 3 plus 6 is 9. And then 1 again. So your answer is 19,175. Hopefully you have understood. Let me quickly review what we have done. First, all what we need to do is multiply 9 with the whole number up. So once you multiply 1 by 1, 9 fives and 9 twos, all this you will get 2,925. Then add the magical 0 before you multiply the next one. Then multiply 5 by 325. So you will get 1,625. And then finally add all the numbers which you have got. You will get the correct answer. Now let me give you a challenge. I'll give you complete 2 minutes. Okay. I'm giving you 2 minutes. I want you all to do this question and then comment the answer in the chat box. So your 2 minutes starts now. all what's important is place the numbers right under each other. Place the numbers right under each other. One by one, you will get the correct answer. Yes, solve the question by yourself. That's why I gave you 2 minutes. Solve the question by yourself, and then I need the answer right in the chat box. Okay, I got Allah's answer. Let's see how many of you are giving me the answers. Hala, we are solving question number 6. I think you got a bit late, or maybe it's due to your internet connection. I don't know. We are solving question number 6 now.
Miss?
Yes?
Sorry, I'm late, but can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Are we studying right now geometry or not?
No, it's just revision. The whole this week and the next will be revision for you.
Okay, thank you.
Teacher,
Yeah?
so like the next week also is revision?
Yep. May I know who this is?
I'm Mariam Muhammad. I'm new.
New. Okay, that's why the voice is new to me. Okay, yeah, so I'm getting some answers. So your 2 minutes is almost finished here, right? So let's check the answer and how many of you have got the right answer. Let's see. Okay, so your question was 7,458 multiplied by 225, right? So this is how you need to align your numbers. Okay, this is how you need to put the numbers right under each other and then start multiplying as how we did before. The only difference here is that you have just 3 digits to multiply, right? You have here 3 digits, and in the other one we have 2. Fine. So first let's start multiplying the ones number with the whole number which is up. So let me be fast enough because we have to do the next 2 questions too. 4 8s are 32. So you put 2 down and carry 3. 4 5s are 20 plus 3 is 23. So 3 you put here, carry 2. Then 4 4s are 16 plus 2 is 18. You put the 8 down here and carry 1. 4 7s are 22 plus 1 is 29. So once you multiply 7,458 by 4, you will get this number, right? Now, before you move to the next step, what do you need to do? Add the magical 0. So add the 0, then multiply 2 with 7,458. Do not use calculators, okay? I think some of you are using calculators. Do not use your calculators. Fine. So 2 8s are 16. So you put 6, carry 1. Make sure that you put the number under the correct place, right? Then 2 5s are 10 plus 1 will give you 11. So you put 1 here, carry 1. As I told before, in this, there's a PowerPoint presentation. It's not possible for me to enter each and every digit here. So you have to follow what I'm saying. Now, next is multiply 2 by 4, 8. And the carried 1 plus 1 is 9. So 2 7s are 14. Or if this is confusing for you, you can multiply 7,458 by 2 in a separate place and write down the numbers right under here. Right? Now, again, before you move to the next step, place the magical 0. But how many zeros will be here now? There will be 2 because we're doing a 3-step question. In the first step, you added 1 magical 0. In the next step, you will add 2 magical zeros. So you place them there, then multiply 7,458 by 2. Now it's the same as the previous one, 7,458 multiplied by 2, we got 14,916. So the same answer we are going to be getting here too. Now, once you get all this, this is why I keep saying, place the numbers correct under each other. So then add them. 2 plus 0 is 2. 3 plus 6 plus 0 is 9. 8 plus 1 is 9. Plus 6 is 15. So you put 5 down, carry 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 9 is 19. Plus 1 is 10. Put 0 down, carry 1 up. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 9 is, wait. Okay, so we had here 2, right? 18, 19, yeah. So 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 9 is 17. Carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. And then 1. So your answer should be 1,670,592. So this is going to be your answer. You get what when you multiply this, right? Now, let's see. Let's move on quickly to the last question because we have not enough time to do all the questions. So only we will do this one, and then because I just have 2 minutes more, 882 divided by 14. Let's see how you can divide 882 by 14. Fine. I hope I'm sharing the correct screen. Okay, so 882 divided by 14. Let's do it together. You need the multiplication table of 14, right? So here I have tinily written the multiplication table because I know if you start writing, the time is not going to be enough. So here is the multiplication table for your reference. Let's start dividing. Now, 882 goes inside and 14 comes outside. 800 because 14 is the divisor. This is the dividend. Dividend goes inside, divisor comes outside. You cannot divide, you have to compare one by one. You cannot divide 8 by 14, right? Because 8 is a small number. Then what do? You divide 88 together. 88 divided by 14. So where is a number in the table of 14 which is less than 88? You have to either say for equal to 88 or less than 88. So it's going to be 6. So you place 6 here. 6 14s are 84. So you write them here. 8 minus 4 is 4, right? Good, Allah. Very good. You have finished it before. So 8 minus 4 is 4. 8 minus 8 is 0, which we don't usually put. What's the next step? Bring down the 2. So here we have 42. How much is 42 divided by 14? That's going to give you 3. So 3 multiply 14 is going to give you 42. 2 minus 2 is going to be 0. So this is going to be your answer. 882 divided by 14 will give you 63. Okay, girls. Now, if you don't understand anything from this video, definitely I will upload this video back in Classera. You can go anytime and you can just watch it if any of you have missed anything. Okay, after some time, not now. Maybe after about an hour, this video will be uploaded on Classera under video lectures. You can check it out, and the same worksheet is under course content. You can go there, download the worksheet and solve it by yourself and check your answers. So it's almost time, girls. Because the other teacher will be waiting for you. So until I meet you all tomorrow again, take care of yourselves. If you have any problem, you can just ask me by messaging or so. Okay, so until I meet you all tomorrow, take care of yourselves and happy studying.